Hello everyone, this is Dominique Amara from Ordinary Doing Extraordinary Ministries, and today I have a coffee chat for you guys. We'll be talking about total surrender. Now, before I get started with that, I do want to talk about my coffee since this is coffee chat. So basically I'm drinking pumpkin spice. I think it was like a special Dunkin' Donuts thing that I found at Walmart, and it's really good. You guys should try it if you happen to find it. And I'm drinking out of this Women Connecting cup. I don't know where I got this from, but it matches my shirt a little bit, so that's why I grabbed this one. All right, so we're gonna talk about total surrender today in this video. And so you may be wondering, like, what exactly is that? But you'll know after I discuss this throughout this video. So I want to give kind of like a brief little update on, you know, some things going on in my life, which is what prompted this coffee chat on total surrender. But anyway, so I did a video a while back about my struggle and my testimony of anxiety and depression, and I have a little link somewhere at the top. But anyway, so that video did really well and people responded a lot to that video, and I plan on doing an updated one soon. But that anxiety that I was dealing with last year has gotten so much better because of complete surrender. And when I say that, I mean like surrendering everything: my health, my family, the outcome of my life. I mean, when I surrender everything to God, it is almost like a burden has been lifted completely off of my shoulders, because I'm not in control. I don't have to worry about the outcome, because that is God's job. My job is to just be obedient to what He's telling me to do in that moment and let God handle the outcomes and the consequences of whatever it is. So I'm learning how to do that, and I've been consistently practicing this over the past couple of weeks of just completely surrendering to God, and it's been very freeing for me. You know, it can be scary in the beginning when you say, okay, God, I'm going to just surrender everything to you. And I just had the thought of I Surrender All, the song just popped in my head. But yeah, when you surrender everything to God, it can be scary because you don't know exactly what God is going to do. And for people like me, control freaks, you know, we like to have a plan and have everything organized, and we want to see the goal. But sometimes God is not, He's not going to fit into your little plan. You know, He's not going to fit neatly and organized perfectly into your plan. Sometimes, a lot of times, you know, you have to leave some space for God to do whatever He wants to do. And so I'm learning how to do that, me being the controlling, organized planner, okay? God is like, no, I got this. And so I'm learning how to surrender, accepting what comes, and just trusting that God is going to be with you in it is key. No matter what, the good and the bad, the ugly, God is there in it. And so we can trust Him and know that He is working everything out for our good. Romans 8:28 says that God is working all things out for the good of those who love God and who are called. So we are loved by God, and He's going to work everything out for our good. So a scripture that I put down in my notes here is Galatians 2:20, and it says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave Himself for me. So ultimately, this life that I live is not mine, it is God's. So He can do whatever He pleases with it. And like I said earlier, that can be scary because you don't know exactly what He's going to do. But one thing you can know is that God has good intentions, and He's going to work things out for our good. So this life that I live is not mine, it is God's. He can do whatever he pleases with my life. And it can be scary, but when you surrender all, you know that your Father has good intentions. Think about it like this. When you have children, right, you want what's best for the child, right? You don't want to hurt the child. You don't want the child to go through difficult things, but when they do go through these things, you're there for them if you're a good parent. I mean, but you're there for them. And that's the same with God. He's there for us. He wants good things for us, and he's going to be there no matter what we go through. That's the beauty of it. It's like he's literally like a parent. He's our Father, and he's going to do good by us. So there's no reason to be scared, because we can trust that he knows what's best for us. So how am I putting this into practice? Because I just said that I've been practicing this over the past few weeks. So what I'm learning is to immediately give it to God when I start feeling thoughts of anxiety or feeling these feelings of fear. Immediately give it to God. There's no reason for me to start lingering with it, because if I just don't give it to him immediately and I just think on it, it's going to make it harder for me to give it to God, because I'm like, oh Lord, I'm trying to figure out how things are going to work. I'm trying to figure out how I can solve all these situations. I don't need to do that. I need to surrender it completely to God. So that's what I do through prayer. I'm like, okay, stop. God, I'm noticing that I am worrying about this, but I want to give the outcome to you. Whatever you want to do with it, Lord, let your will be done. Lord, I surrender everything to you. And there's so much freedom in that. Like, if you take a deep breath after doing that, you just feel 1,000 pounds lighter. I don't know. It's so freeing. And so doing that consistently, you might have to do it multiple times, but it's like a huge weight lifted off of my shoulders when I do that. And then after that, I like to listen to a little worship music, something to keep my mind on God and not on my problems. And it's been very freeing. And not only am I doing that, in reference to my life, but also to my spouse life, family, friends. I just give it all to God, because my spouse, he is in law enforcement. And so, with everything going on in the world today, it's very difficult to not get worried. So, having to just give his life to God and say, Lord, let your will be done. I know that whatever happens, you're going to be with us, right? And so just surrendering all to God has been so freeing for me. And I hope that it's something that can be freeing for you as well, because I feel like that is the key to getting free from anxiety. It's just surrendering all. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope that it's been encouraging you to surrender all to God, to just give it all to him no matter what it is. And I hope that it brings you peace, because there will be peace that comes along with praying, giving it to God, and just being thankful, and just trusting God, trusting that he's going to work all things out for your good, as stated in Romans 8:28. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you comment, I do comment back usually, and communicate with people through there. If you like to subscribe, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I get a new video. Thank you so much for watching.